Now, if you've tuned in, you probably suffer from multiple sclerosis. If not, maybe you have somebody who does suffer from it. You and cut. Oh, hi. Welcome to sexymsrecipes.com. If you've tuned in, you probably suffer from multiple sclerosis. Happy, okay, happy. Oh, hi. Welcome to sexymsrecipes.com. Now, if you've tuned in, you probably have multiple sclerosis or someone you know does. Like me, I have it. Now, what I have learned is certain foods can cause MS attacks. So what are you going to eat? What are you going to do? Well, the first thing you're going to do is going to get a chef, like I did. I found one. His name's Dallas. Say hi, Dallas.
Hi.
Now, if you can't find a chef, you're more than welcome to use mine, and I have a feeling we're going to make pasta.
Well, the good thing about the pasta we're using today, this is a brown rice pasta. It's made from brown rice flour, and it is completely 100% wheat and gluten-free. We're going to be making brown rice pasta with some fresh garden vegetables. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to put our pasta into the pot, and you're cooking it just like you would your regular pasta. The important things to look at when you're dealing with brown rice pasta is the length of the cooking time. It's going to take a little bit longer than that wheat, just because the brown rice does take a little bit longer to break down, as well as we're going to really need to rinse it when it is finished cooking to get that extra starch off.
So where do you get the stuff?
You're going to get it at your regular grocery stores. You can also get it at community health food stores or organic stores.
You've never seen anybody eat pasta raw before, have you?
As a child, I did it all the time.
Did you really?
Absolutely. We're going to turn our burner on to a medium heat. We don't want to be really searing any of the vegetables. We're going to let the vegetables lend their flavor throughout the cooking process. So we have a little bit of heat under our pan. We have a non-stick pan, so we're going to use just a small amount of extra virgin olive oil. And the key is with the extra virgin olive oil, it's your first press olive oil. So you're going to get all those great omega-3, omega-6, and omega-9 fatty acids, which help with nerve conduction. We have about half of a good sized onion, just diced. We're going to chop up some garlic, and then we're going to get the rest of our ingredients ready. The great thing too about cooking with onions and garlic is it's going to make your house smell fantastic. The great thing about cooking is that we kind of eat with all our senses before we actually eat our meal. I just love the smell, especially when you start cooking with onions and garlic and really flavorful items.
Do you ever try to do that at home? You come up to your frying pan and you give it a little flip. Okay, so with the more practice that you do, you will actually get a flip. But I suffer from multiple sclerosis, so I have a lot of fatigue. That's why I find the pan quite heavy. And so otherwise I'd be flipping much better. Show off. Go on, continue.
We're going to start to create our sauce at this point. We're going to add a little bit of seasoning, just a pinch of sea salt, and some fresh cracked pepper. We're going to put a 1/4 cup of chicken broth. Very simple chicken broth, doesn't need to be complicated, and a little bit of white wine. And we're just going to reduce that down slowly. When I'm talking about reducing, we're talking about kind of getting rid of all the water content in whatever we're using, but we're keeping all the flavor at the end. So a really important part.
Wine, by the way, is always good in cooking.
And we're going to get working on our red peppers, tomatoes, and spinach.
Now, here's my question. You know how you get the green pepper, the red pepper, and the yellow pepper? Which one comes first?
The green pepper is the one that comes first. Bell peppers all come from the same plant, and it's throughout the ripeness process. Green pepper being the least expensive because they're the easiest to grow.
And then what comes second?
The red, and then the yellow and the orange, depending on season, where it's grown, soil, all sorts of different aspects.
Fruit or vegetable?
Fruit.
Fruit. Mom used to always tell me you just take the pasta and you wing it on the wall, and if it sticks, it's done. Is that true?
It is true with a wheat-based pasta.
Okay.
Unfortunately, those rules don't apply to the brown rice pastas.
So do not throw your spaghetti on the wall.
Yes.
Okay.
So at this point, we're going to add our zucchini. Our peppers will be second, and then our tomatoes and spinach will be the last things we add. Using little grape tomatoes. Fantastic, a little bit of sweet, a little bit of tart. The next thing we're going to add to the dish is a little bit of lemon zest. There is more flavor in the outside half a millimeter of a lemon than there is on the entire inside.
Okay.
We're gonna use the lemon juice from the inside as a finishing when we finish up, but we're gonna grate some zest right into this. It just lends a really great flavor, and this is gonna really be taken on by the zucchini. The last couple ingredients we're gonna add, about 2 ounces of spinach, really just a good size handful. We just wanna do a quick little chop. The good thing about spinach, you put it in and it's big, and when you're done, it's shrunk down a little bit.
I was gonna say something dirty just then, but I'm not going to. Okay.
It's gonna steam over the other vegetables. Our brown rice pasta is very close to being done. This time we're gonna rinse with hot water because we're using it right away in our dish.
Okay, great.
So we're just gonna turn the heat off, over to the sink.
Oh.
Keep practicing.
Don't touch things.
We're gonna put our rinsed pasta into the pan. We're going to put our grape tomatoes in very last. We don't want to overcook these. The key to this is making sure that we're not overcooking any of the vegetables. You want that spinach to be bright green. You want those red peppers to be that bright color. And as we cook, we get rid of nutrients, and we want to make sure that we keep those nice and fresh. So we're going to continue to mix that in. Just let everything come together very nicely.
Oh, that's pretty.
Very beautiful dish. It looks great. You know, you have it in the middle of winter, makes you feel like it's the middle of summer.
Beautiful.
So at this point, we're just going to add a touch more seasoning, a little bit of salt, a little bit more pepper. And one thing I like to add just at the very end is just some fresh parsley. For a long time, people really thought, parsley was just green on a plate. Parsley has a lot of benefits itself. For years and years and years, it was actually used as a breath freshener.
Oh, of course.
So I just want to do a really quick chop, but it's going to add that nice, fresh, earthy element to your dish right at the end. You don't have to worry about chopping it up too much. That's just going to go in. A couple more stirs, and then we're going to plate it up. Whenever you're putting pasta down on a plate, you want to kind of layer it. Get a little.
I never do a good job of that. I usually end up with pasta all over the place. So is there a trick?
The trick is just to be patient. Little bits at a time.
Patience.
Little bits at a time. Remember that lemon we zested earlier? Gonna chop it in half. A little bit of squeeze of lemon on top. Just finish with a little bit of parsley. And there you have it.
Oh.
Brown rice pasta with fresh garden vegetables.
Look at that. You guys can make that at home. How easy is that? So, if you're going to have multiple sclerosis, you might as well live with it, and you might as well live with it sexy. Thank you so much, Dallas.
You're welcome.
Okay, so ladies, if you can't have a chef, you can use mine, and so tune in every week and we'll show you what you can make.
We'll see you soon.
Thanks. We're going to eat. This looks good. Can I have some?
Absolutely.
Oh, here, you can have some too. Up to you.